Before you even start the Georama of Venniccio, you're going to want to go back to Valence Valley and visit Parn. Parn sells paint. And this is very helpful in Venniccio. In fact, it's necessary. I'm going to buy about 20 of each. Actually, about 15 blue since I already have some blue in stock. Paint's kind of expensive, so you might want to bring some cash with you. You're going to want to buy at least 10 of each. At least. If you don't already have 10. You're going to want to buy... If you don't have any paint, you're going to want to buy 10 red, 10 blue, 10 green, 10 purple. As you can see, it's pretty expensive, but it's necessary completely. It's absolutely necessary to do Venniccio. Anyway, moving on to Venniccio. Someone told me that the cave on the other side of the ocean is where the surviving soldier was. So it just so happens to be night in the game. So I went over and took a few pictures, could find nothing. Where is it? You see that cave right there? This one? The one the crosshairs is pointing at? I went in there, it was kind of dark. I mean, just because that's how I roll, I kind of thought that the surviving soldier would pop up right in front of me and, you know, scream. Not that I'm a fraidy cat. Anyway, this is what I used. A lot of it isn't necessary, but that's just how I roll. Now, then the first thing you want to do, the minute you get into Venniccio, and the minute you have a chance to do some Georama, is play some, was it 8 or 9? I forget. I think it was, 9. Yeah, the max you can make is 9 or 8, or, I don't remember. You have to place, as many piers as you can. Now, someone told me this, and a lot of people told me this, that placing 4 shop boats isn't a requirement. Okay, so yeah, it is, actually, I don't like that. There we go. Much more purty. So, how many is that? 1, 2, 3... I don't know how many that is. I don't remember how many I placed. But it doesn't really matter. I'm just passive-aggressive like that. Actually, I don't think that's the right word. I don't know, okay? Now, what am I doing? The second thing you want to do is place some shop boats around. Someone told me that a cost-effective way, if you don't want to place all 4 shop boats and make it look nice, you can just build a circle shape around some of the shop boats. Around the shop boats. So, if you don't want to spend a lot of money on Venniccio, that's a good way to finish it without doing any of that junk, like spending money. You know, if you're lazy. I just do the regular thing and do that. Second thing you want to do is scatter 4 iron houses around the perimeter. Well, scatter 4 iron houses just along anywhere. I guess that's how I'll do it. Nice little iron house city. Now, what do I want to do? Venniccio is very adaptable. There are just a few requirements, and once you place something, it's kind of stuck there unless you want to waste some money. You'll see that in just a moment. You know me, always wanting to make things look nice. There we go. Next, for the sake of culture points, you're going to want to add iron sheds to every one of the houses. Trust me, you'll want this. That's why I bought 15 of each, because each shed, just a flat blue shed, I mean, with whatever color house, just isn't going to cut it. Now, by this point, oh yeah, by this point you shouldn't have much done. But you want a shop boat by each one of the houses, because that's a requirement. It may not look like one now. Now what you're going to want to do is paint one of the houses red. It costs 10 to paint the house. And 5 to paint the shed on top. Next for blue, you want to paint one of the houses blue. It doesn't look much different than it did before. And the shed, you don't have to paint the shed, I just do that. Because I like to make everything look nice. Paint one of them green. And one of them purple. Very important. You really want to do this. As I noted before, you don't need to paint the sheds. I just do that, okay? That's just how I roll. Next, because, again, this will become important later, you want to place a pot torch next to the red house. Let's see what next. Next, you're going to want to scatter 9 Lunastone lights everywhere. And 1 there. Finally, this is probably the last thing you get, but you get the windmill, and you're going to want to place that since one of the requirements is simply windmill placed. Now, how am I going to put this down? I'll clean up that Lunastone light temporarily. Now, you really want to be careful with this because you don't want to have to move any of your iron houses. Oh. Yesity. Whoa. It's kind of weird how it kind of bends over after it does that. So, odd. Let's see. Kind of hard to tell if you can where you can and can't place Lunastone lights. The rest of this is just crud I used. I placed the feeble tree just to show you one of those videos that doesn't need any roots. Remember that? Yes, you do. Let's see. The reason I got 20 blue is because I always make a little fancy gate right here. I've done that for my past Venniccio things in some of my other games, just to make it look nice. And then I learned that it was paintable, so I thought, what the heck not? It only costs 2. That's less than I remember it. There we go. And then I just place some Lunastone lights next to it. I don't care if it's not straight. That's not the kind of thing I care about. Now, if you're wondering when the scoop video is going to be out, ironically, besides the surviving soldier, I don't know very many scoops in Venniccio. Now, after this is all done, you still have, oh yeah. Next, you want to go back down. This Lunastone light is actually an idea. I'll just take a picture of that. As is the pot torch. I said as is the pot torch. As is the shed. The house, unfortunately, isn't. Neither is that. Sometimes I just go around randomly taking pictures. Now, in Claire, I gave it away. In this house, you want to put Claire. This is why you need the pot torch, because she's afraid of the dark and needs a pot torch next to her house. You could take it out afterward and just scrap it, but, yeah. In the blue house, you're going to want Donnie. So now, that's done. These 2 houses can stay vacant. You can put more people in there once you get people to burn. And after that, there you go. That's 100%. An easy Nova cannon. Very easy. Now, some of this stuff you don't need to do immediately, but you kind of have, but you can. And it's an easy 100 score. Over here, you can take a picture of the Venniccio evening sun. That's one of the scoops. I'm just going to smash them together since there are so few scoops here. Really quick. I'll delete those later. Where is it? I have a picture of Venniccio evening sun in here. Maybe I don't. Anyway, it's really unnoticeable. A huge red sun is just right there. Just take a picture of it. I have time. Next, for the next few scoops, you want to go to the future. Well, just one scoop. Go to the future. and the symbol of the Luna Lab, which I tried to take earlier. I told you this, didn't I? Anyway, just take a picture of that, and that's it. That's all the scoops in Venniccio. So that's it. That's pretty nice. Easy Georama, easy scoops. Oh, by the way, one of the requirements, as always, is Shigura Village saved. So you have to do that. Like, I still haven't upgraded the core, but I will, and that's it. That's Venniccio. So, in the next part, we will be moving on to Chapter 5. So, see you then.